what you do for yourself will die with you, and what you do for others will last forever. And I think that's what I would judge my success on.
Welcome to Chocolate Arch. I'm Jonathan Roper. Today, we honor the lifetime accomplishments of Mr. Martin Luther Matthews, the man of the century. For over 50 years, he has dedicated his life to community service. As a champion for youth, Mathews has forged relationships with businesses and community leaders and developed innovative programs for thousands of young people. In 1960, Mathews co-founded the Mathews-Dickey Boys and Girls Club under a shaded tree in St. Louis's Handy Park. Today, he's the full-time president and CEO of the club, which annually serves more than 40,000 young men and women from the St. Louis metropolitan area. Thousands of successful alumni have graduated from the club's programs. A sportsman and humanitarian, Mathews influenced the National Baseball League Commissioner Bug Seeley to establish a national day in honor of Mathews' childhood hero, Jackie Robinson. This program heightened the awareness of the Reviving Baseball in the Inner Cities RBI program and enabled more young men and women to participate in the sport both in the United States and overseas. Mathews is the founder of the Earn and Learn program, a training effort that allows young people to earn money as managers, coaches, scorekeepers, and umpires. Mathews founded the Mathews-Dickey Motivation, Vocation, and Preparation MVP program to address gang violence. St. Louis is the only major inner city in the nation that is riot-free, the result of the programs like Mathews-Dickey. In 1982, the club was declared a model for the country by President Ronald Reagan. Its successful programs were recognized by the NBC Today show in the summer of 1994, and Vice President Dan Quayle and Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas also visited the club to applaud the St. Louis Internship Program, which now operates in 36 cities. The club was also featured in Anheuser-Busch's nationally aired commercial, which promotes the club's 3 R's concept: respect, restraint, and responsibility. Mathews also was declared a 21st Century Learning Center by the White House. Mathews was the first African American appointed to the United Way of Greater St. Louis Executive Committee. He's also served on the board of the Missouri Athletic Club Foundation and Baseball Collegiate League. A founding member of the Jackie Jonah Kersey Community Board, he has helped launch a multi-million-dollar fundraising drive to build a youth facility for the men and women of East St. Louis, Illinois. Thank you, Mr. Mathews. You'll never know how much this meant to all of us. And now here's a clip from Mr. Mathews himself.
I'll just have to look back my 88 years on this earth. I think about it and had a lot of golden opportunities to do, and I turned it down in order to work with young people. I had an opportunity to, was in Fortune 500 company with Textron, and they had 23 different places I could have went and left St. Louis. When I loved St. Louis, I had bought into the young people, and I decided to stay. Then I had an opportunity to go to a man to build a first $1 million home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He didn't have any children. He said they wanted to adopt me and take me to Florida. So I turned that down. So after you look back on 55 years in this business with young people, and I thought about it, well, it wasn't worth it. So I looked at it, all the good have done and come out of it. It was worth me turning down being a millionaire, turned down to work in corporate America and retired from that in order to deal with young people. And I felt in my 55 years in this, I've touched the lives of over 1 million people. Every day I walk, regardless where I'm at, black or white, they always come up and thank me because either had their child in, their grandchild or something that went through Mathews-Dickey. So after you look back on your life, you'll say, my life was well worth living. And I say, quote this in there, what you do for yourself will die with you, and what you do for others will last forever. And I think that's what I would judge my success on, because you look at all the young people in every category in life where America, which was founded on the Bible and the Constitution, and this is what you try to go by. And we did that at Mathews-Dickey. We had some people come in from Utah, spent 3 days here, and they looked at us, they'd been all over the world. But Mathews-Dickey is the only one that they found that actually pretty well being governed by the Bible and the Constitution. And by that, we always look at we the people, and that's what Thomas Jefferson did. We are the people. And he felt that in order to be successful, you have to be we. Well, in the Bible, it says in the 10th commandment, do unto others, you have others do unto you. And that's what we try to practice here at Mathews-Dickey. We never try something on somebody else if it don't fit us here. And with our young people, many of them that went through here, we were able to do jobs in this city that nobody maybe couldn't do or wouldn't do.